Hey, welcome back to Off-Road Stuff. We got 2 events coming, we're running out of time, and we are not ready. Alright, so if y'all recall, we changed the radiator a while back. It's been a couple years now. I don't remember if I did a video on that or not. If I did, I'll put a link in there. But it has a small leak, and so here was the thing, is you could buy one of the cheap Chinese replacement radiators like I got here off Amazon for I think right at about $100, or I think this one was like $150 for the aluminum one. And my thought was, well, it's aluminum, so it's probably going to be a little stronger. Excuse me. And if something happens to it, I can take it out and fix it because I have a TIG welder at work. So at any rate, I'd only had it in here for maybe a month, I think. Anyways, I was getting ready to go on a run one day, and I noticed there was a small coolant leak, and I think I traced it to, and so if you guys can see, yeah. So on the back side, it's behind this plate where one of these rows, so it's in the upper section here. There's a small leak on this side, and I think it developed one on this side too. So I might still be able to fix it, but I didn't want to pull it out, tear it apart, and then not be able to fix it, and then kind of be down. So like I said, I just got this one in. I've been working out of town for the last week and a half, and the weather's actually turned awesome. I think right now it might be 75-ish, which is great compared to triple digits that we had a week ago. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull this guy out, put that one, you guys see that one over there in, and then when I get time I want to take this one, dissect it, try to fix it, and then we'll just kind of keep it on the shelf as a backup. So if you guys haven't done one of these, they're not terribly hard, but it's not as easy as it could be. You got to pull the grill off, and like the condenser for the AC unit like kind of dangles, and I don't know. It was just kind of weird. I thought they could have made it a little bit easier. I've changed a lot of radiators in my day, and this is not one of the hardest, but not one of the easier ones. It could have been way simpler. So, anyways, I'll probably just throw you guys up on time lapse and let you guys watch here and there. If I come across anything I feel is interesting or important, I will bring you guys in and let you know. So, hope that fan's not too annoying, but I got a fan down here kind of drying the ground off, trying to keep the coolant mess cleaned up because we got the dogs running around and all. But at any rate, so yeah, I didn't really show putting it back in. It was kind of straightforward. It actually, believe it or not, the cheaper plastic one fits better than the aluminum one does. I was kind of surprised. So I got the condenser bolted back up to the radiator. What else? And I got it just set in place. It just has 2 little, I don't know what you're going to call it, like little rod looking things. They go on some rubber bushings, and then the core support just kind of pushes back. You don't have to take it all the way out, but it kind of helps and get it forward to get to some stuff. Um, so yeah, now I just gotta basically bolt the core support back together. There's a wiring loom up here that you kind of just snap back in place with those little Christmas tree tabs. Um, Put the hoses on. Oh, yeah. So I was just totally like, well, where the heck is the dadgum uh, transmission cooler? Well, it splits on the condenser. So the top half is the AC and the bottom half is the transmission cooler. Or I should say the bottom eighth. It's only about like yay tall. So, anyways, yeah. So, oh, and then you put the fans in. So, let's when we get that going, and yeah, just installation is reverse of disassembly. I've heard that many times. Alright, so I think we just got to put the grill on and then some coolant in there. Alright, so we got the grill on, everything's hooked up, but we're just going to put some water in it for now, just to make sure that there's no factory defects in the radiator and has leaks that we got to deal with. I don't want to waste all the coolant for that. And I need to flush the cooling system anyways, so we'll just fill it up. I'll bring it up to temp, let it sit overnight, check it in the morning. If everything's good, we'll go ahead and flush the system, top it off with some antifreeze. What else? Oh yeah, because obviously not this weekend. The next coming weekend, which is going to be the 22nd, is the Pismo Arm Drop Drags, which is at the Oceano OHV area, and it's I believe it's free. It's just a kind of like grudge match kind of thing. If you guys want some more information, I'll put a little deal down here somewhere. I'm not really sure. Might be here or there, but I should have it on my Facebook and Instagram page for off-road stuff. What else? Oh, and then the weekend after that is the big holiday weekend, and we're going to, it's called the High Sierra Poker Run, which is a Cal 4 event. It's held up around the Shaver Lake, Dinky Creek area, just outside of Fresno, if you guys are kind of familiar with that. It's pretty cool. It's a multi-day thing, so I think we're heading up Thursday morning. Friday, I think we're just going to kind of take off and do a little exploring. Saturday, we're going to do Brewer Lake, and then Sunday we're going to do Bald Mountain, and then we'll come home on Monday. Yes, those are the same runs we did last year, but Cousin Brian's going. We got a couple more people from the Santa Maria four-wheelers that'll be there, and I think we're pretty much all doing the same runs those days, but I wanted to do it because I want to be able to make a comparison between my 2-inch lift and my 32-inch tires versus my 4-inch lift, long arms, and 37s. So I think that'll be fun, because last year, if you guys watched that video, if you haven't, go back and watch it. It was pretty fun. A lot of it is kind of dirt roads for the most part, but then you get into a few spots where it gets pretty technical, and we banged that crap out of the bottom of this thing. That's one of the reasons why I went with the lift, the bigger tires, the skid plate. Dang it, that's stupid fan. It's got a mind of its own. I turned it off earlier. Anyhow, yeah, that way I can do a good comparison to kind of see, you know, how the upgrades and everything worked out. Oh, and we have something in the works that hopefully get it finished up this weekend and have everything ready for that High Sierra Poker Run event. So you guys have to stay tuned to see what that is. Yeah, that's really about it right now. We're just trying to get things squared away. It's countdown to a couple busy weekends. So hope to see you guys there. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share with friends, ring the bell for notification. Most importantly, get out, get your hands dirty, have some fun, and just enjoy the time.